Hello everyone, welcome back to the Blue Who Review. Thank you for joining me for part 4 of the adventure games. If you haven't seen the other 3 parts, then I'll leave the link in the description, but without no further ado, let's get into part 4. Now, last time I left off here, I think we had the paper, and from what I remember we have to light it by the fire, so to read it, so let's do that.
Look at this. It reads, "Be at the Duck and Drake on London Bridge for 9 of the hour."
Are you really gonna go?
Yes. I feel a bout of infiltration coming on, maybe even some dressing up. You two, on the other hand, have to find that Rutan ship before the Sontarans, and we have to get that ship off Earth to get rid of those legions. Right, let's get on with it.
That was a very cool soundtrack. But yeah, thank you for joining me for part 4. Thank you if you've been joining for the other 3 parts. There's a lot going on in the Doctor Who world at the moment, so I appreciate you joining this and watching this. But yeah, tomorrow I'll be uploading the final part for November the 5th, obviously. So make sure you're tuned in for that. Oh God. I always find that scene in this game so cringy. I get what they were trying to do, but with his just like still animation of his face, it just looks really cringy. I'm not someone to label stuff that cringy all the time like most of my generation does, but that was cringy. Aside from that, this game is amazing. Speaking of amazing, I love the detail. And I think it's really cool how in real life they actually had like houses on a bridge.
That looks like Robert Catesby, the leader of the plotters.
So that's who Robert Catesby is.
That's Guy Fawkes, in the flesh. Thomas Percy, one of the Gunpowder plotters.
Let's start with the first one we saw.
Hello, I'm the Doctor.
We have nothing to say to you, stranger.
Hello, I'm the Doctor.
So our message reached King Philip. Thank the Lord. You can be of great service to the cause. Well met. It is good to see an ally in these dangerous times. If you truly believe in the cause, there is a small task you could do for me.
Tell me a little about yourself.
There's little to tell. I was born a Catholic. I have known all my life the Protestant intolerance of those who worship in the true church. 4 years ago, I stood alongside the Earl of Essex in his rebellion against Queen Elizabeth.
The rebellion was a failure. What happened to you?
I was imprisoned and fined 4,000 marks, at which time I was forced to sell my estate. I have been preparing for the removal of the Protestant monarch ever since.
That does sound like a lot.
So you're numero uno among the plotters, is that right?
I am the leader of this great venture. It was I who brought these like-minded fellows together, and it is I who drew up the plan.
Which is interesting because everybody remembers Guy Fawkes, but if you were to ask them about Robert Catesby, they probably wouldn't know so much.
And what is the plan?
On the morrow, the heretic James and his lackeys will, by the grace of God, be sent to their maker via several £100 of powder that shall be lit when he arrives to open that den of vipers he calls a parliament. At the same time, the rest of us will ride for the Midlands, where we shall kidnap the Princess Elizabeth and proclaim her as our new Catholic queen. On hearing this, the hidden and oppressed Catholics shall rise up and flock to our banner. Without its leaders, the Protestant will be cast down.
What do you want me to do?
Dealing with Parliament is only the first part of our plan. At the same time, we must secure a new monarch to place upon the throne of England. In order to achieve this, I need you to find me a sleeping draught.
Why this plot? Why now?
Because enough is enough. I do not do this for glory or profit. I do it because it is just and right.
Looks like it's time to go back to Alice Flowers. Yeah, like I said earlier, there's a lot going on in the Doctor Who world at the moment, or the Whoniverse I should call it. So yeah, I uploaded a video last night about just select where we're going, just here. Yeah, last night I uploaded a video about the end of New Who, and hopefully tomorrow or tonight, I'm not sure, I'm going to be uploading another video about the Whoniverse itself and basically how great it is, because it is so good at the moment, all the content we're getting. That mixed in with the 60th anniversary month, is just feel like we're getting new stuff all the time, and Doctor Who's on TV quite a lot at the moment, which is very good. So yeah, make sure you're tuned in for that one as well.
Good evening, sir. I am Alice Flowers, purveyor of fine herbs, remedies, and other wards against pox, pestilence, and ill vapours in these dark times.
Hello, Alice. I'm the Doctor. How is business?
As long as plague and pestilence haunts the land, there will always be a call for my medicines.
What pestilences are about?
The flux and the sweating
flux?
sickness is ever present in London, but what we truly fear is a return of the plague. Fortunately, I have the remedies to cure or ease many of these ailments.
Funny how she mentions the flux. Alice Flowers predicted it about 400 years before it happens. I'm only joking, I know the flux was a disease.
What do you know about the plague?
We must be ever vigilant for signs of the plague. Not 50 years ago, it took almost a quarter of all souls in London. Since then, by God's grace, the outbreaks have been much less severe. Yet when it comes, there's no hiding from its deadly touch. Not for anyone, young or old, rich or poor.
What remedies do you sell?
Many herbs, sir, in preparations to relieve all kinds of maladies.
Say I had, I don't know, a toothache. What would you prescribe?
Primrose root in vinegar, snuffed up the nose, works a treat. Or there's sneeze wart, or crowfoot, and chewy mustard seed will do it too. I have them all here, sir, everything but leeches.
Leeches?
Those who are very sick should take a regular course of bleeding, but that is a surgeon's work, not mine.
Well, happily I'm perfectly healthy.
It is quite safe and healthy, and leeches are only used on those afraid of the physician's lancet.
I'm looking for something to help me sleep.
I can mix you such a draught, but I require the leaf of valerian. Bring some to me.
She sounds so evil when she says that. Probably got to go back to that garden. Oh look, there's that guy.
Well met again, Doctor, sir. I hope there are no more sorcerous gates giving you problems. You must excuse me. I must be on my way.
Right, let's see if that garden has it. That's the one. That's why you can select where you want to go.
There you go, my dear. A draft that would knock out the devil himself.
No, we've already got it. So now we can go back. Sometimes he does actually say stuff when he gets to the well. Let's see if he does say anything.
Hear ye, hear ye. King James to open Parliament on the morrow.
There we are, and that's exactly why they're going to be doing the Gunpowder Plot tomorrow in the game. We'll do Guy Fawkes next after Robert Catesby.
One sleeping potion. Don't drink it all at once.
Excellent. You are truly dedicated to the cause.
Hello, I'm the doctor.
I don't know who you are or what you want, but you might find it healthy to keep your nose out of other people's business.
Hello, I'm the doctor.
I don't know who you are or what you want, but you might find it healthy to keep your nose out of other people's business.
I forgot a psychic paper you need to use.
Hello, I'm the doctor.
Welcome, brother, welcome. A brother of the true faith. How is King Philip?
Oh, he's in fine form. Always got a lovely tan. It's all that Spanish sun, I suppose, and the oranges and the paella. He does love his paella. Anyway, glad to be of service, Guido. I can call you that, can't I?
Sir, the timing of your arrival is good fortune itself, for the clock ticks, and there is a task at hand that requires one such as yourself.
I was just wondering, how did a chap like you get mixed up in a plot to remove the King of England?
I was originally a son of York. Both my parents were Protestant, devoted worshippers in the English church.
Then how come you're on the side of the Catholics?
My mother's family were Catholics, and when my father died, she married again. A Catholic. I converted to the faith of my mother's family and left for Europe, where I fought for Spain against the Dutch Protestants. That was where I learned the craft of gunpowder.
Mm.
So that's your part of the plot. You're the explosives expert.
I am just a simple soldier, Doctor. I will set the fuse below Parliament and light it.
Tell me about the other conspirators.
We are a gathering of loyal Catholics from all walks of life. Robert Catesby is the instigator of the plan, and each of us has their role to play.
But don't you think murdering the king is going a bit far?
This is not murder, this is the work of God. We are God's true soldiers in this endeavour. The Protestant monarchy and people of England have been condemning themselves to hellfire. What I do for the good of the nation and the souls of our people.
And what task did you have in mind?
In a fit of healthy paranoia, believing I might be under suspicion by the king's men, I disposed of a reel of fuse wire over the parapet of the bridge. I heard no splash, so I believe it landed on the supports and so may be lodged there. If indeed I am being watched, then it would incriminate me and expose our entire endeavour, if I were seen to fetch it. But should you, good doctor, make your way beneath the bridge and retrieve the fuse wire, our mission to remove the king will be safeguarded, and I would be eternally grateful.
Which is quite a cool pub as well. Yeah, this one I think you could just walk off, but then just resets you. Nope. The ducking stool, the 13th Doctor is very familiar with them.
Here you go, Guido, your fuse wire.
Didn't even say anything. No thank you.
Good sir, how may I serve you this evening?
Not even a thanks.
Hello, I'm the Doctor.
He's wearing purple, this one. I'm sure that used to be a wall colour back in the day.
Sir.
Or
It
at
is
least
an honor to
at
have
these
you
times.
join us. I was wondering if you could do me a favor. A, discreet favor.
Tell me a little about yourself.
I am Thomas Percy. I have been many things in my time, a soldier and adventurer. Indeed, I even played my part in seating the Scottish king on our English throne.
Then why are you part of the plan to kill him?
Because James has reneged on his promises of tolerance towards the Catholics. I told Catesby a year ago I would kill the king with my own bare hands if I had the chance. He asked me to bide my time, because he has a plan.
It's been a year in the making.
So tell me about your plan.
If you require detail, you should speak to Catesby. I do not concern myself with the minutiae of plans. I put my faith in God.
And what favour would that be?
My job was to obtain a parliamentary seal. I was returning from the successful mission when some pickpocket called Barnaby had a way with it. If you can retrieve it from the villain, then I would be most grateful, but above all, do not tell Catesby.
I wonder why I was afraid of him finding out. There he is.
You've got to be faster than that.
Got to have a bit of rope.
Stay away from me!
There it is.
Stop following me! Let me go!
Not until you hand over something that isn't yours.
I didn't do nothing! Let me go, or I'll get the watch on you!
I think they'll be rather more interested in you than me. You and the parliamentary seal you stole, so give it to me, or...
Alright! Here you go.
I think that's all three of the plotters done. Pretty sure. Yeah, it is.
I think this is what you've been looking for, and don't worry, Catesby doesn't suspect a thing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
For these favours, the new Catholic England will be most grateful. You must join us later for our final preparations in the Duck and Drake. 4 raps on the door will allow you entry to our gathering. There, the full scope of our plans will be revealed.
On the bridge I keep passing this stall, and I've always remembered this fact, I'm not sure why, but back then potatoes were only given to animals, I think it was horses, because they confused it with another vegetable. I think it was called deadly nightshade, something like that, and they were worried it would kill them, something like that. I should double check that fact.
This stuff glows like Lady Winter's eyes.
Is that what rootans are made from?
Could be. They are horrible. Big glowing jelly things. There's loads of this stuff around here.
Which means that Lady Winters can't be too far away.
Gotta follow the green stuff now. The annoying thing about this is when Amy follows you, not necessarily on the way there but on the way back, she can get stuck, and then when she gets unstuck she just walks about freely, so she'll just walk right in front of a Sontaran, and because she gets shot you have to restart. Just always checking Amy's behind me.
are we going to get past this one? It doesn't look like there's a way around.
I'll think of something. Maybe I can get as far as that bridge when he's not looking.
Oh gosh, I thought I was going to get caught there. They are animated quite funny, the way the heads are tilted so far down.
Well, that was easy. You went down like a sack of spuds. I thought Sontarans were tough.
The plank whacked him here, right on the back of the neck.
That is handy to know.
Considering Amy and Murry could die, you would have thought the Doctor would have warned them about the probic vent on the back of their neck, because it could save their life.
It looks like someone else has figured out how to deal with Sontarans.
Could it be the Rutan?
Could be. But when did the Rutans start using marbles?
That's it. That's the ship we're after. I just hope no one's at home.
Me too. Ladies first.
Well, this doesn't look healthy.
Well, best not to stay static. Just charge it. Get it?
Is that a joke? Maybe I'll just pretend it was just buzzing in my ears.
Cool. Just gonna move away because hopefully. Oh. Not gonna let ya. How loud is this gonna be? Okay, not too bad. Anyway, I think I'll leave it there for today, but thank you for joining me for part 4. Like I said earlier, if you haven't seen the other 3 parts, then I'll leave the link in the description. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you'll join me for the final part tomorrow, on November the 5th, for part 5. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and see you in part 5 tomorrow. Thank you everyone, take care.